What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, surprisingly, undefeated 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is considered one of the cash cows, one of the faces of the sport of boxing, with a record of 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. That draw is the highlight that Gervonta Tank Davis just simply cannot cope with. He had a draw his last fight, March 1st, Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York. He took on WBA super featherweight world champion, star boxer, Lamont Roach Jr., to which Gervonta Tank Davis fought the WBA 130-pound, 25 win, 1 loss, 1 draw, 10 wins by way of knockout, star boxer, and Roach, who he fought multiple times in the amateurs and beat twice in the amateurs. And this was somebody that people did not call for this fight. It came out of nowhere, right? It was a shocker, to say the least. And so with that said, everybody overlooked Lamont Roach Jr. He's a 130-pounder. Tank is a knockout artist. Yeah, they fought in the amateurs, but that's the amateurs. And Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting another light touch opponent, or a cherry pick, dare I say, right? And it turned out to be anything but that. Lamont Roach had the fight of his life. Lamont Roach, he was very calculated, to say the least. He was counterpunching. He had Gervonta Tank Davis down to a pad, right? He had his number that night. He wasn't getting knocked out. He was able to roll with the punches. He saw everything coming. He was just on one, right? And I thought he actually won the fight. So Lamont Roach frustrated Gervonta Tank Davis, to say the very least. He had Tank Davis come out of character. Tank Davis hit him with a shoulder shrug. Tank Davis tried to bite him at one point in time. Tank Davis took an ill-advised knee at one point in time, which should have been the difference in a fight where he should have lost. That should have been the difference, because one judge saw a victory for Lamont Roach. So if they counted the point, the knockdown, this would be a win for Lamont Roach, an extra point for Lamont Roach, and a point taken from Tank, which would have seen Lamont Roach be the victor. So Tank Davis is well aware of this, and he's in the lab. They get ready to announce the fight, so he's now resurfacing on social media, and it's said that it's going to be August 16th in Las Vegas. And shockingly, Tank Davis puts on his social media that this is the time, this is the fight, and this is the time that he has to prove to him and to his fans that he is who he believes he is. Which lets me know Lamont Roach is in Gervonta Tank Davis's head. Because for him to put on social media that it's time for him to show that he is who he is perceived to be, who he believes he is, and who the boxing world believes he is. And he's going back underground. Now he's back with longtime trainer, father figure, uncle figure, big brother figure, Coach Calvin Ford, mentor. And he was with his Barry Hunter for this training camp at Headbangers. Now he's back with Coach Calvin, right? Coach Calvin was acting as a advisor for the last fight. He said he had a wedding, said, a lot of things as to why he wasn't there. But his head trainer was Barry Hunter. And now he's back with Coach Calvin. He put the pictures up of him and Coach Calvin. And he said now it's the time for him to prove himself, to show to himself that he is who he say he is. That says a lot for one fight to be a draw. That says that mentally, Gervonta Tank Davis is questioning himself. He questioned himself. And that means that in this rematch, if Lamont Roach can at least duplicate what he did or exceed it, that means Lamont Roach can break Gervonta Tank Davis in this fight. If he's able to take his power and he's able to withstand the onslaught, because we know that's coming, he's going to get the best version of Gervonta Tank Davis. If he get the best version of Gervonta Tank Davis and he's able to weather the storm, and Tank Davis knows this is the best me I could possibly be, and it's not enough, as the fight unfolds, he'll frustrate him and break him. Like Mike Tyson did, like Evander Holyfield did with Mike Tyson. This is going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. If Lamont Roach could take his power, take his punches, don't get hurt in the first 6 rounds, weather the storm and counter Tank Davis in the first 6 rounds, that's the most important rounds of this fight for Lamont Roach. In the later half of the fight, he can make Tank unravel and beat Tank Davis because he's questioning himself right now. Lamont Roach is in the best possible position to beat Tank Davis. Tank Davis is questioning himself. Remember, Roy Jones in the rematch with Antonio Tarver after that first fight was tough and people thought Roy Jones lost, and Roy Jones went and got back with his dad as his trainer, and Tarver was like, hey, I'm bringing families back together, because he left his dad, Roy Jones did, like Tank Davis did with Coach Calvin. And he got back with his dad, and Tarver was like, I'm bringing families back together, you know what I'm saying? And then Roy got knocked out. He got knocked out. And guess what? They was familiar with one another in the amateurs the same way Tank and Lamont Roach is familiar with one another. Only thing is Tarver actually beat Roy Jones in the amateurs, where Lamont Roach didn't beat Tank Davis, but it was close fights. This is going to be interesting, people. Very, very interesting. But drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word, it's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.